A three-way primary end of the month. You've got McSally, Arpaio, and Ward running against each other. And the president's essentially said nice things about all three of them, but hasn't endorsed any of them. What do you make of that?
Well, you know, the president is buddies with Joe Arpaio. He pardoned him, so I don't think the president wants to get involved and say anything bad there. He has to work with Martha McSally, and the establishment thinks McSally has the best chance at winning against Kyrsten Sinema for some reason. I don't understand that. So I don't think he wants to say anything bad about her. And I think the president realizes that most of his supporters actually support Kelli Ward. Kelli Ward is the closest aligned to the president in all the beliefs. Martha McSally, I mean, she won't even come on my radio show. We've invited her for years.
Yeah, we keep hearing that she's awfully difficult to track down. Interestingly enough, Time Magazine also tried to track her down. Philip Elliott wrote an interesting piece, and here's what he wrote. Arizona is a complicated place to run as a moderate Republican. The state GOP is among the most conservative ones in the country, going so far as to censure John McCain in 2014 for working on a bipartisan immigration bill. That's Philip Elliott's piece about this race that is coming up. Brings an important question up, though. Does Republicans run the risk of Arpaio or Ward becoming something like a Roy Moore?
No. You know, again, that's the media and that's the establishment.
Even Joe, come on, Sheriff Joe, really? Isn't Roy Moore?
Well, no, I'm not talking about Sheriff Joe at this point is irrelevant. It's really between Martha and Kelli. And the media likes to, for some reason, and the establishment paint Kelli as kind of crazy. And if you actually listen to what she says, she's not crazy. Again, she's the most aligned with Trump. Martha McSally actually had a video scrubbed from YouTube when she was trying to, well, she's basically yelling at John Kelly when he was the head of Homeland Security, demanding that DACA recipients be protected in Tucson. And she had it scrubbed. She runs from her past. And people make mistakes. If she just would be, you know, honest and say, maybe I didn't like Trump, now I do. But the fact that she doesn't talk and she's not willing to talk is not something that people, they don't want that anymore.
Okay, so if the feeling that you're getting and your hypothesis is Kelli Ward is the person to run and to win in November, does Arpaio become a little bit of a foil here in the sense that he could take enough votes away from Ward of sort of the Trump vote and the Trump factor to put McSally over the top?
You know, people say that. I don't buy it. I just, you know, Joe hasn't been out as much as Kelli and Martha when she just goes on national TV or has a whole bunch of ads playing. You know, people like Joe and his, you know, he fought against illegal immigration here. But when it came down to the Senate race, they just look at the guy and they, you know, he's 85, 86 years old, and not to be an ageist, but at some point, you know, it's just time to move on. And I think people realize that. I don't think he's siphoning too many votes.
Interesting enough. Last question for you. Any chance that the Dems pick up a Senate seat in Arizona? We know they want to.
You know, it's funny. Martha has been kind of rebranded into a conservative, even though I don't believe she is. The Democrats and the media are trying to rebrand Kyrsten Sinema into an independent, moderate person, yet she was Green Party with Ralph Nader. Back when she was a state lawmaker in 2006, she called stay-at-home moms leeches. She said they leech off their husbands and boyfriends. I mean, she's out there as well, and I think that's going to come out. And by the way, she was handpicked by the Obama administration in 2009 to push Obamacare and how great it was. She was the one person in Arizona.
I never thought you were going to like her very much as a candidate. The question is, does she have a chance?
Yeah. I really don't think so. Not when all this comes out. Arizona is still a red state.